7 best investments you must have before age 45. If you wake up tomorrow and you are 45 years old, will your money be working for you? Or will you still be the one running up and down and hustling for money? That exactly is the difference between those who enjoy life in their 40s and those who are still suffering. So today, I'm going to show you the 7 investments every Nigerian must have before hitting age 45. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly where to put your money so that your future self will thank you. So grab a pen because this one is a masterclass. Number 1 of that investment is the US dollar stocks or ETF. US dollar stock ETF. I will explain this in details that you can even get started today, step by step, on how to do this. A lot of Nigerians ignore US dollar investment. And if you are keeping your money in Naira, if all the money you have, you are keeping it in Naira, my brother, you are making a big mistake. Inflation this year has risen to over 20%. And you know what the economy is saying. That is why you must find a way to put some of your money in US dollar stock or ETF. Because when you put your money in dollar investments like Apple, like Microsoft, like Tesla, or an S&P 500 ETF, the S&P 500 means the top 500 company in USA, in America. So when you see S&P 500, it means you are investing in the top 500 of US companies. You are locking your money in a strong currency and tying it to global giants. Think about it. Apple sells iPhones worldwide. Microsoft runs almost every office in the world. Also, Tesla is changing transportation. These companies are not struggling, they are leaders. So when you buy into S&P 500, you are investing in all these companies. Now, let me break it down with real numbers. Apple stock is around $225 per share. Apple stock is $225 per share at an exchange rate of about $1,500. That is about 337,000 naira per share. It looks expensive, but you can buy a small part of it. Investing is what you do consistently. Even if you are only buying $1, that is 1,500 share of Apple. You can buy a fraction, a pieces of the one share. Then you keep on buying it small like that until you accumulate big share. So instead of letting those small money sit in your bank, where bank charges will eat it, imagine it sitting inside Apple and growing year by year. This is how Nigerians who think smart are protecting themselves, because inflation can scatter your plan, but it cannot touch your dollar stock. So before age 45, please put part of your wealth in US dollar assets. It's just like insurance against the Naira. And then number 2, Nigerian blue chip stock. Before you are 45, you must think of holding Nigerian blue chip stock. We can't ignore home base. Nigerian stocks still make a lot of sense, especially the strong ones. We call those strong companies, we call them blue chip stock. Those are companies that are performing greatly, companies that are so big, so powerful, and so essential that Nigerians use them every day. Those are blue chip Nigerian stocks. Look at Dangote Cement. Can you build a house in Nigeria without cement? It's impossible. Dangote controls a huge chunk of the cement market. Then Dangote Cement, then MTN. Almost everybody has an MTN line in their phone. Then the banks like Guaranty Trust Bank, like Zenith banks. These banks handle billions every day. Nigerians cannot live without these businesses. And when you buy their shares, 2 things happen. 1, the value of your shares can increase when the company grows. And 2, they pay you dividends, which is the cash they share with shareholders just for investing in them. That is like free money added to your pocket every year. Some Nigerians have built portfolios of Nigerian stocks that are paying them free money every year. I am talking of millions of naira. But don't say you don't have money. In all of my videos, I see comments like, what if I have just 20,000? What if I have 50,000? All these shares are less than 1,000 naira per share. I'm talking of Nigerian shares. Now imagine if you buy 10 at a go, 5 at a go. Before you are 45, you already have a lot of portfolios that is now giving you great returns. Let's say you have 10,000 Zenith Bank shares and they pay, let's say they pay just 3.50 naira per share as dividend. That is 35,000 naira. What if you have 1 million? Without you lifting a finger, you are earning money. Even if price of anything increase tomorrow, your dividend is there to help you. So before you are 45, owning Nigerian blue chip stock is like planting your feet firmly. I'm not talking of penny stocks now. I'm not talking of those small companies. I'm talking of blue chip stock, companies that are near impossible to fail. And then number 3, Treasury bills. I will keep on talking of Treasury bills, T-bills, because it is for people who don't like risk at all. A Treasury bill is basically lending your money to the Nigerian government for a short time, and in return, they give you interest. The sweet part about Treasury bill is that it is almost risk-free because it is backed by the government. And guess what? Right now, Treasury bills can pay you between 15% to 17%. This is per year, depending on how long you lock your money. And it is far better than leaving your money in the bank where you get almost nothing, or worse, even deduct small charges every month. Let me paint a picture. If you put 1 million naira into a Treasury bill at 15%, that means you are making 150,000 naira without stress. You are making 150,000 naira without stress from 1 million naira. That is an extra money that can serve for another investment somewhere else. So before you are 45, make sure some of your money is sitting safely in a Treasury bills. It will make you super rich, but it will protect your money from losing value. Number 4 is equity fund. Equity mutual fund. Not everyone has the time or energy to study stocks or follow the market. That is where mutual fund comes in. But there are many types of mutual funds. There is the money market mutual funds that pay between 19 to 20 or 22%. Mutual funds are like a shortcut for busy people. You give your money to professionals and they invest the money for returns. When you put your money in equity mutual fund, you are exposed to risk. But research has shown that at the long run, equity mutual fund is the best. Because if your money can stay in equity mutual fund for 1, 2, or 3 years, you will make large chunk of profit. If you look at the Stanbic IBTC Nigeria Equity Fund right now, this year, it has paid about 50% plus profit. Now imagine if you are making 50% on your money every year. In fact, if you check it now, it has returned about 400% in 5 years. And some mutual funds in Nigeria allow you to start with as little as 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira. Imagine you put 1 million naira in a mutual, in a equity mutual fund that pays, let's just say 35% or 30%. Don't forget, I said Stanbic IBTC has returned about 50% this year already. But I don't want to judge by 50%. Let's say on average, you get 30% on your money. That is about extra 300,000 naira for you. I have tried this before. I have put my money in Stanbic IBTC Equity Fund and I can testify that I receive the returns. But past performances does not guarantee future performance. This is how to build wealth quietly. You don't stress. You don't panic. You just let professionals hustle your money for you. Money market mutual fund is very safe. Equity mutual funds have a higher risk, but it pays better. And over time, equity mutual funds always perform better. Before 45 years old, at least one mutual fund should be in your portfolio. It gives you steady growth and also frees you from the headache of managing investments yourself. And number 5, real estate. Real estate. Let's be honest. Nigerians love land. Nigerians love land so much because land has always been the most profitable asset. And that is true. Real estate holds a lot of value. But the trick is not all land is good. Many people waste money buying land in a deep bush because it is cheap and then they can't resell or even build on it in 20 years. Smart real estate is when you buy in locations where people want to live or do business. Don't look for cheap land. Look for land where there is potential for growth. Places with development. Just look at your city, look at your environment. Research for places that have potential for development. That is where the money is. If you buy land in a fast developing area, the value can double or triple in a few years. Also, if you have money to build on land, don't build for rentals. Don't build for rentals. If you have money to build for apartments, build for short-let apartments. That is where the money is. That is if you have the money to build. But if you don't have the money to build yet, just look for fast-growing area in your city. Buy the land, keep it, and resell it in few months or in few years. So land is good, but be wise. Buy land that people will actually want tomorrow, not just bush land because it is cheap. And number 6, buy crypto. And I will recommend Bitcoin, and Ethereum. I know you will say, crypto. Nigerians are not strangers to it. In fact, we are among the top countries in the world trading crypto. And the truth is, while crypto is risky, it has made many young Nigerians millionaires. Just look at Bitcoin in 2016. 100,000 naira worth of Bitcoin. In the year 2016, today, we worth about 100 million naira. That is the truth. And that is life-changing. Ethereum too has grown massively. And right now, Bitcoin trades around over $100,000. Ethereum is also more than $4,000. The good thing is you don't need to buy a whole coin. You can buy small fractions, even 10,000 naira worth. But my advice is crypto is not your rent money or emergency fund. Crypto is a long-time, high-risk, high-reward bet. Put maybe 5 to 10% of your portfolio. If it grows, it can change your life. And number 7, the most powerful investment is not stocks. It's not even crypto. It's not real estate. Before 45, you must invest in yourself. And it could be skills and business. Why do we see so many people today that after they retire, they will start looking for money, looking for help? You must invest in yourself. Learn skills that make people pay you more. The skills can be digital marketing. It can be public speaking. It can be design. It can be anything valuable. Skills never depreciate. Also, think about business. Every billionaire you admire didn't just invest. They built businesses. Dangote built his empire with cement. Elon Musk with Tesla, with SpaceX. Jeff Bezos with Amazon. Their wealth didn't come from treasury bills. It came from solving problems at scale. And if you start a small business today and grow it steadily, by 45 years old, it can be your biggest money maker. Because even if the economy shakes, your skill and your business will always put food on the table. So please, before age 45, invest in yourself. Because if you are not valuable, no investment will save you. Don't wait until 45 to start. If you are 20, if you are 30, if you are even 40 now, it is not too late to start. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. Thank you again, and I see you in the next video.